What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be checking out this video right here. So it is 6 things you won't understand as a foreigner in Australia. What could they be? No idea. So this video is by That Johnston Live. Link to original video will be in the description below guys. So go check them out, support them as well. And yeah, with that being said, let's actually see what we have here today. Like the video guys, subscribe to the channel.
What does it feel like to live in another country but not fully understand it all? I moved to Australia with my family from the UK, and even I thought, Australia, isn't it pretty much the same? Most of them are born from UK immigrants. How wrong I was. Don't make jokes about what types of Englishmen Australians originate from. No one finds it funny in Australia. Unless maybe you're one of those free folk from South Australia. In this video I'm going to share with you six things you won't understand as a foreigner in Australia. Or maybe you will. I know you keyboard warriors are going to let me know either way in the comments. What's the best condiment to put on your chips? Or depending on where you're from, fries. Is it...
I'll get to it. Me, on my fries, on my chips, I use ketchup and mayo. It's a must for me.
Salt? Some kind of sauce? Even mayonnaise? Or are you even one of these weird people like me that enjoys putting vinegar on them?
No, man, no.
The first thing you're often to put on your chips is a weird condiment that you've never heard of, or you'd never even thought would have combined together. But chicken salt, dare I say it, is an acquired taste. Now don't think I'm going to dog on about an Australian pantry staple, but when you first try chicken salt, it's a little bit weird. Do you expect it to be more chickeny? My mouth's kind of drying a little bit, so I guess there's some salt in there. And when you first have chicken salt, you realise the Australian love for anything chicken flavoured. Australians go on about cattle farms and how they're all cowboys at heart, but really they love chicken. And chicken salt's amazing. Sure, it might take half a dozen goes to
I love it as well.
Your palate, but after then, when people ask if you want chicken salt on your chips, there isn't really any other response you need to give, except maybe have some tomato sauce as well. And notice you don't really call it ketchup because it's tomato sauce. Okay. You're in Australia now, mate. You don't.
So they don't call it ketchup.
Want to be a foreigner, don't act like one. Never in the history of Australian civil unrest has there been such a big debate about an Australian pub classic. But depending on where in Australia you are, and as a foreigner you're going to get mixed up in the middle of all of this, you're not going to understand how two different parts of Australia can pronounce something so similarly but so different. Now what do you call that delightful chicken dish, notice it's chicken again, covered in panko breadcrumbs, slathered in tomato sauce and a bit of ham, and then there's so much cheese on top of it that you barely even know there's chicken underneath.
Yeah.
You got it right. It's a chicken parmy. No, don't let anyone tell you that it's a chicken parma. I don't understand how you can have such disagreements about the pronunciation of a chicken parmigiana. But don't worry, anyone that tells you it's a chicken parma is wrong. I never knew I could say it with such conviction now I live in Queensland. Now don't confuse a chicken parmy with a chicken parmo. That is nothing to do with Australia, and quite frankly it looks like someone just vomited on a bit of chicken.
That is true, man.
Now here's a big question for you. Why do you go to the pub? Is it for the range of liquid refreshments, or the cheerful banter from either the locals or the lovely bartenders? Perhaps it's for the charming decor, or the tasty chicken parmy. I know I should just keep it neutral and say parmigiana, but I don't want to. But why is there so much gambling at a pub? They're like mini casinos. You can play on the pokies. You can bet on pretty much whatever sporting event is currently happening in the world. You can even lose your money just watching that game where the numbers keep coming up on the screen and you don't really know what's happening. It's a bit like bingo, but it isn't. And everyone that I've ever seen play it just buys a ticket and then half an hour later takes it up to find out if they've won. Where's the joy in that? You've got...
That is true. Where is the joy in that? Like now that mentioning it like in that way, I mean, it's like just getting your luck, like investing some money and then checking the ticket to see if you've won.
Meat raffles, normal raffles, blokes dressed up like women doing bingo. That's actually a pretty good night out. Now if you didn't think pissing all your money up the wall on grog was a waste of money, then just go to the other side of the pub in Australia, because they'll take whatever's left of your money.
So they have casinos in pubs as well. That's quite interesting to me. I haven't really experienced something like that before, like having casinos in pubs. But wow, that is pretty amazing.
Give you a nice smile. Vietnamese have banh mi. Greeks have pita gyros. I think that's how you pronounce it. There are a wealth of fancy bread and filling options all around the world. So much to choose from. But in my opinion, none are better than the option that you get on a Saturday morning outside your local hardware store. Why had we never heard of a sausage sizzle before? I even frown at people now that want to put sausage in buns. Why? You have to go out and get extra buns. And there's just
Wow,
more
man.
bread. Who wants more bread when you can have more sausage? I mean, you can't really have more sausage in a sausage sizzle, but the ratio of bread to sausage is better.
We get it,
Don't
we
get me
get
wrong,
it.
sometimes complicated things taste better. But you can't get much better, in my opinion, than a bit of buttered bread, a beef sausage on top, loads of onions, tomato sauce, and if you're lucky, a bit of mustard. It's almost like a canapé. Why do you need anything else? The world is already too complicated. Let's just keep it simple, mate. Have a sausage and bread. Now, if you're a
Sausage
foreigner
and
that
bread. Keep it simple as that. A sausage and bread.
wants in but doesn't know how to move here, you're gonna have to start with a visa, because unless you're kind of under your 30s and want to work on a farm, they don't just let anyone in. I didn't know what visa I needed or where to start, and I've got a master's degree, but it's in teaching. It's probably not worth the paper it's written on. But if you don't know where to start, then speak to our friends True Blue Migration Services. Mention us, because, you know, we love to help you out, and you can take advantage of their free visa assessment. Let the Mara experts tell you what you need to do, and if they impress you, then you can let them go and get it for you. Don't worry about the cost. I know it seems a lot, but in less than 6 months of working in Australia, I'd already earned enough money because of my wages had increased to pay for the visa back. And now I'll earn that difference every 6 months for the rest of my life. In the sunshine. Seems like a good deal, really. Australia is one of the friendliest countries that I have ever been to. But there is no bigger proof of how welcoming someone is than when they let you sit in the front of the car.
Sitting in the front of the car. That is welcoming. Okay, interesting, man. Interesting.
Riding shotgun is probably one of the highest honours as a passenger. So why is it only really commonplace in Australia? I mean, if you're a stranger, how condescending do you have to be to consider yourself better than someone else, and thus sitting in the back seat is preferable, like you're pretending to be somebody? Riding in the front seat of a taxi or an Uber is just more amicable. It must be because Australians see each other as equals, kind of. To be honest, the thing that I'm most looking forward to is visiting another country, getting a taxi, and then hopping in the front seat and seeing how they react. We can have a lovely chat. Australian culinary delights are so diverse that when you move here, you're not going to get them all. What is the best filling for a burger? Because I bet you've never had what makes an Aussie burger so...
Do not show me food right now, man. Do not show me food, man. I'm literally hungry, bro. But that does look tasty, I must say.
so special. No, it's not the egg. And I wouldn't even say that a bit of pineapple is out of the ordinary either. An Aussie
Pineapple?
burger with a lot
Wait, no way they put pineapples in burgers. Is that a thing?
is a definite taste and texture sensation. But don't let it dribble down your shirt, or you'll never get the stain out. Or wear a dark one, or a bib like some
Yeah, wear a dark shirt to just hide that stain.
kind of child. My father-in-law's actually got a bit of a habit of just like putting a bit of tissue down there to stop it going down his top. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit embarrassing. Or smart. But what is Australia's fascination with beetroot? Now don't knock it until you've tried it. I was never
Yeah,
really allowed
nah,
to
I hate
before.
beetroot,
If
man.
I'm honest, I never really had it a lot. But
I hate
on a
beetroot.
burger? That weird pickled red, is it pink? Vegetable? Mwah! Like some kind of Michelin chef. Once you've had an Aussie burger, you're going to wonder why your future burgers aren't so filled with random crap that they've just found in the kitchen. It doesn't taste quite so sweet. I'm feeling a bit hungry for an Aussie burger now, actually. If you want to see what else is going to change when you move to Australia, then just watch this video. See you later.
So yeah, man, this guy literally, I don't know, I'm gonna subscribe to this guy. Really enjoyed his videos. It's the first time I've actually checked out any of this guy's videos, to be honest. But the explaining of everything was on point, man. Great video, honestly. Honestly, man, really enjoyed that. I will be checking out more of his videos. Let me know if there's anything you want me to check out, like specifically. If you do find anything, do send it on the Discord community. Link will be in the description below, guys. But yeah, with that being said, that is it for today's video. If you made it this far, guys, like the video, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you on the next one. Have a good day and peace out.